World-renowned Stanford University psychologist Carol Dweck, in decades of research on achievement and success, has discovered a truly groundbreaking idea: the power of our mindset. In one of her earlier researches, she wanted to study how people cope with failures. She did it by watching how kids grapple with hard problems, so she gave children in their school a series of puzzles to solve. The first ones were fairly easy, but the next ones were hard. Confronted with the hard puzzles, one 10-year-old boy yelled out, "I love a challenge!" Another, sweating away on those puzzles, looked up with a pleased expression and said, "I was hoping this would be informative." Carol always thought you coped with failure, or you didn't cope with failure. She never thought that anyone loved failure. Not only weren't these kids discouraged by failure, they didn't even think they were failing. They thought they were learning. Carol at the time thought that human qualities were carved in stone. You were smart or you weren't, and failure meant you weren't. If you could arrange successes and avoid failures, you could stay smart. Struggles, mistakes, and perseverance were just not part of the whole being smart picture. Those children, on the other hand, thought that human qualities such as intellectual skills could be cultivated through effort. And that's what they were doing, developing their intellectual skills, or simply put, getting smarter. So what does this mean for you? It shows us how a mindset can have a profound effect on your life, and that there are two mindsets: fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Believing that your qualities are carved in stone, which is a part of the fixed mindset, creates an urgency to prove yourself over and over. If you have only a certain amount of intelligence, a certain personality, and a certain moral character, well, then you'd better prove that you have a healthy dose of them. That's why people with a fixed mindset shy away from challenges, because they're scared their deficiencies could be unmasked through it. The growth mindset is based on the belief that your basic qualities are things you can cultivate through your efforts. Now, growth mindset doesn't mean everyone has the same talent and abilities. It just means everyone can grow through hard work, mentoring, and perseverance. So why waste your time looking smart when you could be getting smarter? We are slowly conveying these ideas that smart and talented people don't make mistakes and they don't work hard. The most important thing in the world is to be smart, talented, and look that way all the time. What happens is people start narrowing their world so they can succeed within that fixed mindset. But let's take a quick look at the world of sports. Michael Jordan actually wasn't a natural, but he was the hardest working athlete perhaps in the history of sport. It's well known that Jordan was cut from the high school varsity team, and he wasn't recruited by the college he wanted to play for, and he wasn't drafted by the first two NBA teams that could have chosen him. Weren't they foolish? Now we know he was the greatest basketball player ever, and we think it should have been obvious from the start. When we look at him, we see Michael Jordan, but at that point, he was only Michael Jordan. So when Jordan was cut from the varsity team, he was devastated, so his mother told him to go discipline himself. Boy, did he listen. After that, he used to leave the house at 6 in the morning to go practice for 3 hours before school. He had the growth mindset. He knew he could develop and improve his skills through hard work, and that's how he became the Jordan we all know today. So what can we do to engrave growth mindset into ourselves and others? Just knowing about the two mindsets can produce incredible results. The other thing we can do is praise more wisely. When we praise people for the process they engage in, their hard work, their perseverance, they learn to stick to challenges. Praising talent, on the other hand, makes them vulnerable. When we tell someone, "You did that so quickly, I'm impressed," they hear, "If I didn't do it quickly, you wouldn't be impressed." Or, "You got an A without working, you're so smart." They think, "Oh, if I work, you're not gonna think I'm smart." Instead, when you give praise to other people, you should try something between these lines. "I like the way you tried all kinds of strategies on that math problem until you finally got it. You thought of a lot of different ways to do it and found the one that worked." This way, you praise hard work and not the so-called talent. Also, telling people they are smart is one of the biggest mindset crimes you can commit. In one study, they actually found out that telling people they are smart lowers that person's IQ. Here's a common question about the mindsets. Can you have both mindsets? Many people have elements of both. You can have different mindsets in different areas. I might think that my personality is fixed, but that my intelligence can be developed. Or that my social skills are fixed, but my creativity can be developed. Carol found that whatever mindset people have in a certain area, that mindset will guide them in that region. You have a choice. Mindsets are just beliefs. They're powerful beliefs, but they're just something in your mind, and you can change your mind. So try your best to put yourself in the growth mindset every time you face a challenge. That way, you will be better.